The world held its breath when the masterpiece of Gothic architecture was engulfed in flames. Paris's beloved Notre Dame Cathedral crumbled right before our eyes. And now, after 5 years of painstaking effort, the question isn't just whether it can be restored. It's how this $800 million renovation project is rewriting the rules of preservation and innovation. But why is it so expensive? And what makes it one of the most challenging restorations in history? Stay tuned as we unveil the incredible story behind Notre Dame's grand rebirth. The Notre Dame was a massive project that was completed in 1260 under Bishop Maurice de Sully. A large portion of Notre Dame's religious artwork was destroyed or severely damaged during the French Revolution in the 1790s. The coronation of Napoleon and the funerals of French presidents were among the significant occasions held at Notre Dame in the 19th century. From 1844 until 1864, Eugène Viollet-le-Duc oversaw restoration work inspired by Victor Hugo's novel The Hunchback of Notre Dame. In addition, the cathedral was involved in the liberation of Paris in 1944 and underwent a number of cleaning initiatives, including one from 1963 to 2000. The spire of Notre Dame Cathedral, a 19th century tower by architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, was a defining feature of the Gothic revival. Rising 96 meters above the Paris skyline, it was a magnificent engineering and craftsmanship achievement. The spire was made of intricate ironwork and covered in sheets of lead. When this structure was destroyed in the 2019 fire, it was a moment of heartbreak for its followers. This structure was 150 years old, and after its destruction, it shook people globally. Notre Dame's roof, known as the Forest, was made up of centuries-old oak trees before the fire. Its impressive dimensions measured 300 feet long and 42 feet wide. This vast framework was not just functional, but a remarkable feat of engineering, showcasing the impressive skills of medieval carpenters. This intricate carpentry was a testament to the ingenuity and precision of medieval builders, showcasing techniques that are now nearly impossible to replicate. Tragically, this remarkable feature was entirely consumed in the 2019 fire, leaving behind nothing but ashes. The cathedral's windows included some dating back to the 13th century, such as parts of the famous rose windows. Many of these irreplaceable windows were shattered by the intense heat, with the fire leaving lead residues on the surviving pieces. Specialized artisans have since been working tirelessly to repair what remains while creating replicas for the lost sections. Other than that, statues, carvings, and other intricate decorative elements were damaged by extreme heat, smoke, and falling debris. Teams of sculptors and conservators had been tasked with either restoring these works or recreating them based on historical documentation. The cathedral housed a 19th century clock with 4 faces, a marvel of mechanical engineering. The clock mechanism was destroyed when the spire and roof collapsed. Remarkably, a near-identical mechanism was discovered just 2 miles away and has since been restored with the help of Russian artisans from the Rada factory. After the tragic 2019 fire, an impressive $1 billion funding had been offered to revive the cathedral. Some of the most notable contributors include luxury giants LVMH, which donated $210 million, and Kering, which contributed $105 million, both globally recognized for brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Saint Laurent. Renowned companies like Apple and Disney also aided the renovation. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, is it done? Great, thank you so much. The first 2 years after the fire were dedicated to securing the structure, completing project studies, and awarding tenders. The restoration project then officially kick-started in September 2021. The restoration of Notre Dame Cathedral involved numerous technological and logistical challenges. Materials like stone have been sourced from quarries in the Oise region, and transported via the Seine to replicate medieval building techniques. Timber, carefully chosen for its sustainability and historical accuracy, has been sourced from multiple regions. Rebuilding the spire combines 3D modeling with historical plans, while lead cladding and iron frameworks ensure the design mirrors the original. Advanced techniques like laser cleaning have been used for stained glass restoration, and a misting system has been installed to protect against fire. Digital tools such as 3D mapping and virtual reality simulations guide every step. The new fire protection system at Notre Dame Cathedral is a significant upgrade, developed to prevent future disasters. The system includes over 300 detection points with advanced thermal cameras that detect abnormal heat or smoke. If a potential fire is detected, the system automatically triggers a misting process that releases fine water droplets onto the wooden framework, helping to control the temperature and prevent a fire from spreading. The total restoration budget has been set at $800 million. Beyond repairs, new additions have enhanced the cathedral, such as liturgical furniture crafted in bronze by the Bartel Art Foundry, and a 14-meter cedarwood reliquary housing the sacred crown of thorns. Even the Olympics left their mark, with a bell used during the Paris 2024 Games now installed in one of the towers. The grand reopening is scheduled for December 7, 2024, a historic opportunity to reintroduce this renowned landmark to the public. Events include the long-anticipated Awakening of the Organ, vibrant liturgical celebrations such as Vespers and a Magnificat, and the first public Mass featuring the consecration of the new altar. Throughout the week, cultural festivities will amplify the celebration, drawing visitors from around the globe. Other restoration milestones extend into the coming years. By 2025 to 2026, the apse and sacristy will be completed, accompanied by the installation of new stained glass windows. These contemporary creations, designed by French artists selected from a pool of 8 finalists, will replace the 19th century windows, which will be relocated to a museum. Last but not least, renowned Belgian architect Bas Smets will oversee the complete restoration of the forecourt and cathedral approach by 2027, including improvements to the facade and greenery. Even though the Notre Dame Cathedral restoration is an exciting milestone, there have been some problems surrounding it. The proposal to introduce a $5 entrance fee for Notre Dame Cathedral has sparked significant debate. The fee is intended to create a fund for the preservation of historical churches and monuments across France. Supporters of the proposal point out that similar fees are already common in other European countries for iconic landmarks and cathedrals, making it a reasonable step to address the financial challenges associated with maintaining such sites. Given the immense costs of Notre Dame's restoration and ongoing care, proponents argue that the fee could be a sustainable solution to ensure its upkeep without over-reliance on public funds. However, the proposal has faced considerable opposition, particularly from critics who emphasize its potential conflict with principles of accessibility and inclusivity. They argue that charging a fee to enter a place of worship goes against the spirit of openness that churches should embody. Additionally, France's secularism laws from 1905 prohibit taxation on church visits, raising questions about the legality of such a charge. Many members of the French clergy have also expressed concerns, suggesting that a mandatory fee could alienate worshippers and tourists alike. To address these challenges, alternative suggestions have been put forward, including encouraging voluntary donations or introducing paid access only to specific areas of the cathedral, as was the practice before the fire. So, admission to Notre Dame Cathedral is free for both adults and children. However, accessing specific areas like the tower and crypt requires a fee of around $10. The Notre Dame Cathedral is officially set to open on December 7, 2024, after 5 years of reconstruction. Liturgical events will abound on this unique day, emphasizing the cathedral's spiritual significance and signifying the resurgence of religion. The religious rites will include a blessing, the reawakening of the famed organ, as well as important liturgical rituals, resulting in a powerful display of reverence. The opening ceremony for Notre Dame Cathedral will entertain 2,000 visitors, including prominent politicians such as US President Joe Biden, President-elect Donald Trump, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and King Charles III. After the official lavish opening, there would be a week of solemn cultural and religious events. The celebrations will show the cathedral's historical and spiritual legacy. This would include activities like prayers, mass services, and performances of sacred music. While the Notre Dame Cathedral revival is completed, authorities are expecting a massive amount of visitors wanting to visit the sacred place. They're anticipating about 15 million people ready to visit the cathedral by next year. According to the officials, around 40,000 people would be visiting the cathedral every single day. But with the brand new system, the officials are more than happy to welcome the visitors from all around the world. As the Notre Dame Cathedral is being brought back to life, people cannot hold their excitement. It will, yet again, attract millions of visitors from all around the world. As we await the grand reopening, we can only imagine the impact this landmark will have on the future, welcoming millions from around the world.